Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Al Powell, and we're going to record this because we want to make sure that all of you have an opportunity. So I'm going to open this up full screen, just so I don't have all the writing on the side of this, and that way you guys have a good recording that you can use at a later date on this, okay? So let's talk about this. Okay. Again, ladies and gentlemen, all of you, what you are leaders. You are leaders. And we want everyone on here. You give up your time unconditionally. Rani and I give up our time unconditionally. But I just want to set the tone here and understand that, first of all, as leaders, we support each other. We support one another. And I can tell you right now, some people, they want to wait until the company is bursting at the seams and all of this. And believe me, God, this webinar is for all of you. We come together here 7 days a week. And if you don't get your team on these webinars, shame on you. Shame on you. But this is the purpose of it. The purpose of it is to help you grow your team. The purpose of it is to help you stay informed with what's going on with World Global Network. But yet and still, we tend to have people get on the team Facebook page. They'll make all kinds of negative comments. Where's my product? Oh, they promised this, they promised that. And and it's just so ridiculous, some of the things that we see. We talk about everything on the training side of what we do here. And we talk about practically daily. So nobody is left in the dark. So when you start posting all this negative stuff on the team Facebook page, and when we have brand new people looking and they say, well, wow, is there a problem with the company or something? Listen, guys, and I just want to address some of these things here this morning because I want you to feel good about what you do. We're here for a number of reasons. Sometimes when you're pioneers, we're pioneers with World Global Network. Yeah, the company been around 5 years, but we're fairly new here in the USA. The office opened last year in April. And what I ask of you, exercise patience. Exercise patience. Because the bottom line is, last time I checked, World still pays all the commission. And if you have an issue, what you want to do, you always complain up in the organization. You don't complain down in the organization. You complain up in the organization. The whole purpose here, ladies and gentlemen, we want to support each other and we want to grow our business together. We don't want to be trying to destroy each other. For those of us who are excited about the program, don't go out trying to destroy each other. This motivation of going out and doing our business, this being able to say that, hey, I'm staying the course. I don't care what happened. I stay the course. I stay the course. I don't care how many negative people I run across. My motto, guys, you hear me say this all the time. Too tough for you, just right for me. And I'm going to always have that attitude. And the reason being, no one can steal your dreams. Don't let someone else steal your dreams, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great opportunity. Great opportunity. Most of us, we don't know what it is to be tough. I was part of another opportunity for 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. 10 years. And at the 10th year point, we still hadn't exactly got it right. But we had somebody that was making over $1 million a month at the peak of that company. And guess what? We chased that gentleman. When I joined the program, somebody was already making $500,000 per month. They always paid the commissions. And that company grew faster. They reached $1 billion in sales faster than any company ever in history. So when I look at this, ladies and gentlemen, and I look at where we are, one thing that I ask myself, I said, what if somebody worked World Global Network really, really hard for the next 6 years. See, we know what will happen if you work it hard for 4.5 years or so, because we know where Miss Lamia Batib is at right now with World Global. We know what will happen if you work hard for 4.5, 5 years. We don't know what's going to happen if somebody worked this really hard for the next 8 years. What could potentially happen to you and your family if you work this really, really hard? I got people who approach me about different opportunities over the past year, and they have approached me about a dozen other opportunities since then. They still floating from one opportunity to the next, to the next, to the next. And I'm just staying the course, very steadily, staying the course. Because I know building a business, I build my business on a solid foundation. And it's not going to be done overnight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just kind of share with you this story. The company I was with previously, whereby somebody was making $1 million a month, and this is documented, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And this gentleman, at the 2-year point, he said he still wasn't in a position to even have the courage to do his own presentation. At the 2-year point, he tells a story on stage about how he showed up at an appointment and he literally sat in his car for a half hour before he built up the courage to even go knock on the door. And once he knocked on the door, he was literally shaking in his pants. He was afraid to even do the presentation. And watch this, the person who sponsored this gentleman into the business, the person who sponsored him into business, quit before Paul ever took off in that business. This guy quit the business, came back 4 years later under the guy who sponsored him originally. And now, when I joined that company, Mr. Paul Orbison was already making $500,000 per month. $500,000 per month. And he eventually got to the point where he was making $1 million per month in income. This is it. This is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. But when I hear Paul's story, I often reflect back and I listen to some of his old tapes from time to time. And it gives me the encouragement to keep going, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is not going to be easy. So I want you to get it out of your mind that you can come in a business like this and do no work. And all of a sudden, you're making millions of dollars. It normally doesn't work out that way, ladies and gentlemen. But what could potentially happen if we work with a pool of like-minded people? With that company, I was number 11 income earner, Rani and I. We stayed all the way to the end, ladies and gentlemen. We were number 11 income earners. I tell you this for a reason, not to impress you, but we stayed the course. And I used to always joke about this. I said, well, if everybody keep leaving the company, the more people quit. I said, at some point, I'm going to become the number 1 income earner, because guess what? Al and Ronnie Powell, we believed in sticking and staying. You stick and stay till you get your pay. That's the name of the game. And it's exciting what we have, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, you know, when I look at, you know, the amount of effort that we put in here, whatever time you have to put into your business, give it your all, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that deep-rooted belief that your business is going to work for you. And don't let the negative naysayers talk you out of this. I listen to negative people every day because they send out negative stuff. They complain, they whine. But when I really look at the pure number of people who I've seen come into business that didn't succeed, they didn't put forth any effort whatsoever. All they did was sign in, and then they say, well, oh, I'm not making any money. You're not making any money because you didn't put in any work. If you put in the work, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, you will get paid. You will get paid. Right now, our great company is putting in a customer support center in the great state of Utah. We also are currently in the process of training that staff. That staff is in the process of being trained. Do you think that World Global Network would be doing all of this if they were just trying to take our money? No. You have a wonderful opportunity here. Keep in mind, we are a publicly traded company. We are approved by the Federal Communications Commissions in the United States. We're approved by the FCC. We report everything to the SEC. So this ain't no money game. So what I tell all of you, stay the course. Stay the course. Because for those of us who stay the course, big things are going to happen. I would much rather for the company to take its time putting everything together. And I know that we're going to have a rock solid company when everything is all said and done. But I want all of you to start acting like this is your company. Have pride in what we're doing. Don't use the terminology day. Take responsibility for your business. This is your business. And you are the company. Look at it that way. I take on that responsibility. This is my company. And when somebody got something negative to say about my company, I crawl up one side of them and go down the other side of them, because I know what I have is something special. I know that my company takes care of me. I know that I can go out and have no caps, no ceilings on how much money I earn. I know that. And I truly believe that this is an equal opportunity for everybody from all walks of life. The products, the Hilo wristband, the new phone that's coming out. Are we really selling the products, ladies and gentlemen? No. What we're offering people here is hope. Helping other people excel. We're offering people hope. Because think about this. And I look at this like for people who buy a lotto ticket. Next time you go to 7-Eleven, here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to look at the number. I want you to interview people walking out that 7-Eleven with a lotto ticket. And you ask them this one question. Do you really believe that you're going to win? And I guarantee you 99% of the people will tell you no. And so when I ask people this question, I say, well, why are you spending your hard-earned money if you don't believe you're going to win? Every time I bought a lotto ticket, I shared with my wife what kind of house I'm going to buy. I shared with my wife what I'm going to do with the money, because I truly believed that I was going to win it. But why would you spend your money if you didn't believe it? Here's what it does. For the price of $1, it gives people a little bit of hope. And it keeps their dreams alive to the next day, the next day, the next week, the next month. It gives people hope. That's what it does. And I promise you guys, this is about you. What kind of belief level do you have? If you don't believe in this great company, no, it's not going to work for you. If you're not willing to go out and work, you have to have vision. In any company that you get involved in, ladies and gentlemen, you had better have vision. The ability to see the end results before it actually happens. I already know what's going to happen in my business. I know how this is going to end. I know what's going to happen with me and my family in this business. I have no doubt. I can see the end from the very beginning. And I want you to start visualizing what your life is going to be like once you have arrived. And I want you to think about, what if I was consistently consistent with what I'm doing in my world business? What would potentially happen to me? But I have to have vision. If I don't have vision, it's not going to happen. Because all I'm going to do is just give up when the the first sign of rejection, I throw the towel in and say, hey, this isn't for me. This is too tough. I got to work too hard. Tough is getting up, going to work for the next 30 years and retiring with a gold-plated watch. That's tough. But what if? What if we do this together? We do this together, and that's what this is about. Us going out and doing it together. I promise you, you're in a sweet, sweet spot. But just because your business haven't taken off yet, it's been 20 months now that Rani and I have gotten up, and one of us is on this webinar every single day for the past 20 months. One of us is out there on appointments every single day. And I'm doing it because I keep my dreams alive. I still got dreams. I still got vision. Still got goals. I still got things I want to accomplish in life. And I'm behind every goal or dream, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to look at it this way. There is a dollar sign behind every goal or dream. If I want to give to my favorite charity, guess what? I had better have money. If I want to send my children to the best schools, I had better have money. If I want to change my zip code, I had better have money. Every goal or dream, ladies and gentlemen, you had better have money. If I want to go on vacation this year, I need money. I don't care what we do. We have to have money. And then we go out and we support each other. We support each other on what we're doing. Right now, here's what I'm doing. I'm looking for the leaders who say, you know what, Al, I'm not going to quit on you. So many people I've seen come and go, and they have no idea what they have right in the palm of their hand. Remind me of an old quote that I got right here on my desk wall here. Right above my computer, what it says, many of life's failures are people who are almost there and they quit. Let me say that again. Many of life's failures are people who were almost there and they quit. None of us are quitters. We're going to follow through the job that we started here. We're going to follow through. And guess what? When you stumble and fall along the way, we're going to pick you up, brush you off, and help you get going again. That's what teamwork is all about. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't a tough business. It's a togetherness business. It's about leaning on each other and supporting each other. That's what this is all about. But support your team. Give them that same unconditional support that we give you. That's all we ask of you. Go out here and make this happen. And like I said in the close of the presentation, if you're not willing to do it for you, do it for your family. They're counting on you. I do this. All my kids are adults and gone, but I do this for my wife. That's who I do this for. I do this for Rani. I work unconditionally round the clock because I want her to have everything in life. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. I'm excited about what I do. I get up and I do what I do, and I do it with a smile on my face. And I don't care if everybody quit on me. I go out, I sign up one more person, and it starts all over. And that's the beauty of network marketing, because it gives you the ability to work 1,000 hours and get paid absolutely nothing. It also gives you the ability to work a few hours and get paid for thousands of hours. It goes something like this, ladies and gentlemen. In the beginning, in your business, is work, 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 work. And then at some point, it's going to be work, 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 check. And then at some point, it's going to be work, 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 check, check, check. And then at some point, it's going to be work, check, 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 check. And at some point, it's going to be check, 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 check. That's what I love about this. Once you get this started, you can't stop it, even if you wanted to. You may stop, but the team is going to keep right on growing. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I completed my part of the training for the day. I'm going to bring Rani in. Rani got some very, very important things she want to cover with you. And I just want to thank all of you. You know, I truly believe that every single one of you, you're contributing in the making of one of the greatest companies ever. And it doesn't matter. Even if you only sign one person, you've contributed, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you haven't gotten that first person yet, it's just a matter of time. But you're contributing. And the worst thing that you can do is think that the efforts that you're putting into your business is in vain. That's the worst thing you can do. Your time is right around the corner. You're almost there. Be just one person away from an explosion in your business. Just one away. And you never ever know who that person is going to be. It could be the person pushing the shopping cart at the in the grocery store behind you. It could be the person pumping gas beside you at the gas station. The biggest part of this business is having the guts to walk up to someone, open your mouth, and say something. That's the biggest part of the business. So here's what I want you guys to do. Take about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Take a restroom break. Do what you have to do. Or just hang loose. I'm going to go grab Rani, and she's going to jump right into her part of the training. Again, I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. And if I haven't personally told you that, I publicly share that with all of you today. I appreciate every single one of you. And over the next week, I want to personally talk with every single one of you. And let's just talk about everything. And I'm going to give everyone quality time. So this coming week, between the weekend, I want to talk to every single person that's on this webinar. I want to have a personal talk with you. And let's talk about what we can do to get you up and going, to take your business to the next level. But the bottom line, nobody is giving up on anyone. On that note, I want to bring up Rani because Rani give up her time unconditionally also. And I know within her heart, she wants everybody to succeed also. That's the people who we are. We want to make sure everyone succeed in the business with us. And that's why we're going to be here. We don't care if it's 1 or 2 people on this webinar, whether it's 1,000. You're going to get the same quality training from us. But we really encourage all of you to push your teammates to get on and hear what all of us have to say. Andre does a great job on presenting and have helped so many people close people and get them going in the business. Rani giving up her time unconditionally. And I want to make it a point that I'm here every single Saturday, and I'm going to pick up some extra days during the week to help out and just plan everything accordingly so that all of you know where our hearts are at. We want you to succeed in a big, big way. Don't quit on us. That's all we ask of you. Don't quit. Rani, on that note, Rani Powell.
Hello, everybody. Hello. How are you doing? This is exciting. One after another overview, Al's mindset training, and now I'm going to go straight into the presentation in regards to some of the highlights of the compensation and also be able to give you a better overview of exactly what's needed for you to take your business to the next level. So let's talk about, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Rani Powell, your moderator here from Southern California. I'm excited to be in front of you. This is one chart that I want to talk to all of you is in regards to the compensation, but in regards to the comparison, the health wearable comparison chart. This is a training just on the health wearable comparison chart. We'll spend a few minutes on this. And I think everyone should have some kind of a marketing material to be able to hand out. I think this is an easy piece of handout that one side you can show them the health wearable comparison. And then the other side, you can also use it to share the business opportunity in regards to looking for global partners, and put a little bit of information on the other side. So maybe it can be a double-sided flyer, or even one side, and then the way at the bottom, the way we did it, RanJit Powell, you can put your name, your information, your website, and be able to share with people what you're offering, not just offering the technology to save lives, regards to people being able to monitor themselves daily, because as you can see, some of the comparisons here listed with Samsung and Apple and the Fitbit Surge and the Microsoft Band and the Garmin, and then there's another Fitbit Blaze, and then ours, World Hilo. Okay, you can see the difference in the comparisons. Some of the they call different highlights of what it can and cannot do. In regards to a Samsung, it's up to 4 items. Should it takes the heart rate, the steps, the calories, and the distance covered, and that's it. What about the Apple? Just a few items is able to highlight. Look at us all the way through. Wow, amazing. And most importantly, there's a business opportunity tied to it. Sure, we will love somebody else's technology because maybe we just gravitate towards name recognition, or because there's so many commercials and maybe a special is going on, or whatever it may be, and that's good. But what about in reality is what ours does? Ours is a real-time monitoring device, and it picks up all the data. The moment you turn on your app and you want it to record your vitals, you're able to save it on your cloud, and then from there you're able to send it over to your medical doctor so he can have it in his file. So on a monthly basis he's able to review, so he's not stressed about his patient's health, and you are not stressed about your own health, and you're also self-monitoring it on a daily basis. Isn't that just amazing? So, and then besides that, we also have the healing elements that come with the wristband, meaning the stones and that heal our body. Some of us may not be aware of that, but that's huge. It's not just reading your vitals, but being able to repair your body on a daily basis, and then giving you the tips and also giving you the encouragement of what you need to do to take action. So guys, this is just like your mobile phone. We always want to stay connected with our mobile phone. What about staying connected with your health 24/7? Everyone needs this wearable technology, and specifically speaking, the Hilo wristband. Absolutely. And then look at the power of our wristband. It's not just that us world is promoting it, but look at our partnership, our collaboration with Toshiba. Toshiba is giving us their technology to add on to our design that's designed by our company, Antonio De Rosa, with Fabio and many of the experts that surround him. So it's our own design, our own mindset, our own technology that we have designed, but we go out and outsource as well, I'm sure. And people realize, wow, what you have is something powerful. What about us giving you an add-on just to enhance it even more? With the kind of memberships that are signing up in world, over 700,000 people. And what if you told people, have you heard of World? Have you heard of Hilo? No. But what if, and it's not even a what if, now it's a reality, that Toshiba is partaking in adding on the app-like technology onto our devices. So if Toshiba is a household name already by itself, a $60 billion company, and here we are, a 5-year-old company, young at heart, but yet making so many aggressive movements towards building a global business, as well as becoming a household name, whereby we will be a $2 billion company by 2018. That is our aim, our ambition, and that's going to happen. So ladies and gentlemen, so this is the value of the business opportunity, and also in regards to what we have in the product that's being launched. And mind you, the product that's being launched in regards to the wearable technology is brand new for us. It's barely about 60 days old. Actually, it's less than 60 days old. So do not think that our wristband has been out there for months and months and months. Yes, the conceptual, meaning the designs, the mindset, the prototype, all that has been already in the past 2 years in the making. Naturally, when you bring something huge like this, you want to bring it out with a bang, have enough inventory, and have the right people behind the scene managing everything. So all of that is in place, and here it is. Our wearable technology is in the public eye, now, and people are loving it. There's so many anecdotes, testimonials that you can read up regards to people sharing what has happened to them the last 60 days, the last 30 days, and even on a daily basis. Could they see a difference in regards to their sleeping habits, in regards to their health is able to monitor them, and they're less stressed. So our wearable technology, the way the company has decided to create this division is so unique, because every single person that you come across, young, old, retired, active, in any respect of their in every respect of their culture in regards to their life, whatever they're doing in a daily life, they need this Hilo wristband. So we're not leaving anyone out. So that is the emphasis. So I think this is an amazing opportunity. We're in the forefront of technology, and for a company to be able to be in compliant, that's right, to be in compliant with countries, so that we can ship the Hilo wristband and be able to work it wherever you are. And how the wristband works, you and I know, is quite simple, and some of you may be brand new to this, so let me share that. You just download the Hilo app, Helo. You download it on your iPhone or your Android system. It doesn't matter. It works on both systems. You download the app, you wear the wristband on your left arm, and now you're able to monitor yourself. Isn't that great? Absolutely. So I think we have touched enough about our wearable technology. This is the focus regards to moving forward until our mobile division it's available, because right now the phones that are so amazing, the Infolio family of phones, are going to be launched, and that's going to be launched in November, the last quarter of this year. By the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the phones will be launched, and we wanted to order that using our product to be a product of the product. Isn't that fair, to be a product of the product? So let me move on now to the next slide, which I want to talk to you about. And let's have fun this morning. Isn't that right? It's all about having fun, making money with your friends, and making friends with your money. I love that saying. So let's talk about a simple chart regards to how to become a team developer and applying the executive family pack. Okay, this training here is all about everyone purchasing the executive package. Okay, guys, which is called the family pack. Sure, we can purchase a lesser package, which is called the partner pack, but I'm going to emphasize and train you on the executive plan to keep it simple. So again, this is you at the bottom in yellow. The yellow circle is you. And then you go out there and purchase the executive pack, which is a family pack. You get 5 Hilo wristbands, 4 plus 1. You get 1 extra for $12.80. So when you purchase the Hilo wristband, the family pack, we want you to go out there and open up your business center. To open up your business center, we want you to go out there and duplicate yourself, because you joined, someone told you to go ahead and join, and you joined. So what did you do? You opened up your business center, right? So the same thing, we want you to go out there and open up your business center, and our compensation plan is a binary. So our business center, you have the left side and the right side. Simply means that it's called a dual network. The dual network simply means that you sign up your first person A and you sign up your second person B. Okay, that's directly sponsored by you. So far, so good. A is in orange and B is in pink, and you are in yellow. This is an upside down triangle. Most times when you come into a networking opportunity, the triangle faces the other way around. Ours is turned around, because usually when you are on top, everyone will tell you, you know what? It's great that you are on top. Well, I'm at the bottom. I'm not going to make any money. That's not true, right? If you work hard and your work ethics are there, and you're connecting with the leadership that's sharing with you the opportunity or is following up with you, and you're really having a desire to wanting to supplement your income to make a difference, any business that you're part of will work. And if you have the right leadership, they call helping you when you fall down, we are going to brush your knees and pick you up and get you started again. If that kind of mindset and part of leadership you are, and you're able to turn to the sponsor who signed you up, and if he's not available, you're just going to reach out to the people who can help you because you're part of their organization, how amazing is that? And that's how this opportunity is laid out. If you're part of the team within that organization, many people will help you because we want you to succeed. If you're not successful, nobody else can be successful. Reason being is that we cannot do this business by ourselves. It's impossible. All the different rankings and the different steps that we need to achieve, step 1, step 2, step 3, in getting to the basic into the business, meaning able to become a member, able to become a team builder, then team developer. We need the help of the team. Okay, you can't do it by yourself. So that's a good business, that we all are interconnected. Isn't that right? We are interconnected. We are sort of, wanting each other to achieve more so that we can achieve more too. So that's how it works. And that's just as simply understood. So here we are. Once again, this is you in yellow. You purchase the executive pack, which is called the family pack. You get 5 Hilo wristbands. You spend $12.80. That's a one-time purchase, one-time expense on your part in regards to buying the package. So now you have the first person on your left is in orange and your first person on your right is in pink. In reality, that could be a second person, but they're directly sponsored by you. So, and you see an imaginary line drawn right in the middle with the tiny dots. Isn't that right? So here you are. You have 1,500 in volume, and then you have 1,500 in volume on the right and left. So suddenly you see 1,500, but yet you're seeing 500, 500. So let's talk about the 500. So this is you in yellow. Let's look at the income A. Okay, the income A, fast start, when you sign the person in orange, you will earn $200 fast start. You sign the person B in pink, you get another fast start. That's another $200. So you have just made $400. You have just made $400 on the fast start. Then, right there, you see your 500 volume on the left, 500 volume on the right. Your binary earnings start to appear. Now that starts. Your fast start just came about. That's your first income stream. The second income stream is the binary earning. The binary earning is paid through infinity. But in this instance, all you did was sign 2 people. So here you are. The binary is $100. So how did you get $100, ladies and gentlemen? Because the volume of 500 SV is given to that family pack. And now you're going to earn 10% of 500 on the left and then 10% on the 500 volume on the right. So 10 plus 10 equals 20%. So you could say you earn 10% of 500, that's $50. 10% of 500 in pink, you earn $50. So 50 plus 50 equals $100. Now, sometimes I tend to use another way of expressing myself, and whereby I'll say you'll make 20%. So we look at the 500, and then the lesser amount, which in this instance is the same. Your 500 on the left and 500 right is still the same amount. It's not lesser, it's not higher, it's equal. So that amount of 500, I multiply 20%. And that also gives you the same answer, that your binary earning was $100. So far, so good? That's how simple it is. Okay, guys? So that's your first part of your, we call business building aspect. That is what you do. Go in, come in, buy a package, the executive, and those 2 bought the same package. Next, let's look at the orange circle. The orange circle person, his name is John. Let's give him a John. John is now going to duplicate himself. What you just did, you brought in John, you brought in Mary in pink. Now John is going to duplicate exactly what you did in yellow. So now John is in orange. He goes out and signs up his first person, A1, and he signs up his second person, A2. So now he also has opened up his own binary, which is a dual network. He has his left side, A1, and he has his right side, A2. Okay, guys? Now, he did the same thing. He purchased the family pack, the executive pack for $12.80, and he encouraged and showed his teammates the value of the family pack. Because there's so many things happening with the family pack. First of all, when you get 500 in volume on the left, 500 in volume on the right, you have met one of the requirements to earn 20% in the binary. Otherwise, if you have less than 500, let's say you're 400 in volume, or 300 in volume, or 100 in volume, your earning will not be 20%. Your earning will be 10%. 5% on the left, 5% on the right. But if you are going to work so hard convincing people to join your business, and you're putting as much effort that they would be coming in as a partner, which is $320, or coming in as an executive for $1280, if you put that much effort, wouldn't you want to get paid 20% versus 10%, which is 5.5? Isn't that correct? Absolutely. So we're trying to make this a win-win, and not everyone naturally can come in at that level. I completely understand. We are not so dense in a sense, making you do something that is just simply impossible, because the people you surround yourself with at that moment in time, that is simply not doable, which is fine. So what do you do to make up the difference? So another difference, I'll talk about that in a minute. So let's just concentrate on this chart where we're emphasizing the family pack, the executive pack. So A signs up A1, and his name is Michael, and then A signs up A2, and her name is Jane. So now we have Michael and Jane on A1. So now John is going to make 200 on A1, and John is going to make 200 on A2. So now he's going to get his 400. Okay? But look at this now. There is a binary right here. Okay? There is a binary right here for John. And he's going to make an extra $100 because he has met the qualification. He has met the qualification whereby he signed up one on the left, one on the right. So he just made 500. You made 500 earlier in yellow. The person in orange made 500 earlier. Okay, that's just the very basic. Naturally, there's more coming to you. There's more coming to you because John brought in 2 people, right? So what are you going to get now since you did not sign A1? You in yellow did not sign A2. It's John who sponsored A1 and A2. So now you are part of the equation because you decided, the one in yellow, that's you decided to get in. Because you never know who's going to bring you to other people who are so dynamic, who are just literally going to run with this business, able to have so many connections that they have made during their journey in this life. They could be 40, 50, 60 years old, and so they've lived on this planet that long. And they have made a lot of connections, have a good relationship, and have always been self-motivated, entrepreneurship-minded, and have dabbled in many businesses. So their credibility and their connections is huge. And now this person, John, happens to be that person you recruited. Maybe you didn't even know about that. He just was very mild-mannered, quiet kind of a guy. But remember, the people who are very quiet are very effective. Don't you think so? I know, because I know a lot of quiet people who are very effective. Now, mind you, so here we are. So John just made 500. You also made 500 because you did exactly what John did. But naturally, that's not where we are going to stop. Now, we want, you to go out there and teach Mary in pink. You signed up Mary in pink in B, and you wanted to go ahead and sign her 2 people. So now she went and did the same thing. So she has B1 and B2. And naturally, she also sold them the executive pack. So Mary did the same thing. She earned her $500. So all 3 of us here have earned $500. Isn't that amazing? We spent $1280. We have earned $500. So let's look at you now. On your left side, there's 1,500 in volume came about during that commission week. That commission week, 1,500 in volume came about because you in yellow signed John in orange. He generated 500 in volume. And also, John signed up 2 people and they generated 500 in volume. Okay, guys, so 1,500 in volume came into that week. Wow, that's amazing. Now, likewise, 10% of 1,500, that's $150. So if you look at the yellow chart, Look at the yellow box. See TVC? It shows $300. But let's look at the 10% of $1,500 on John's side. So there's 10% of $1,500 is $150. Okay, guys? Next, we have B. We have B. Mary is doing the same thing. And she wants to make her binary income as well. So she signs up B1 and B2. So now they also bought the highest package. So now another $1,500 in volume was generated to Mary and as well as to you. Wow, that's amazing. Isn't that right? So here it is. You just made another 10% of the $1,500 on the right, $1,500 on the left. So that's called matching. That matches. Okay? It matches because it's $1,500. But guys, let me give you another example. It could be $2,000 on the left and it could be $1,500 on the right. Okay? It still matches. We still call that a match, even though the numbers are not the same. Because how the company pays you in regards to the binary, they will always pay you on the lesser leg. So even though you have $2,000 on the left and $1,500 on the right, they always pay you the 10% or rather the 20% on the lesser leg if you do qualify. They always pay you on the lesser leg 20%. So the leftover of the 500 extra that was left over is called carry forward. It's being carried forward to the following week. So you will never lose your volume that's generated by your organization, within your organization. And the binary volume is paid to you through infinity. So these are only 6 people here, including yourself is 7. So let's say 1,000 people came in on the left side and 2,000 people came in on the right side. It could take 3 months, it could take a month, it could take 1 year, whatever it is. That volume that you are getting, that is not what they call matching up, is always carried forward. Whatever is not matching up is always carried forward, meaning it never flushes. So that's how amazing our business opportunity is, because lots of companies have binary compensation plan, but they all vary. And ours is like a hybrid. Our company, our CEO, Mr. Fabio Galdi, has gone out there, done his due diligence with the help of experts, and brought about the best of the best in compensation plan. And mind you, we have multiple ways of getting paid. This is just one of many ways, which is the biggest way is in the binary income. And then with you, working just one center. This is just one center, even though you have A and B and A1, A2, B1, B2. All of this, whether it's 10,000 people coming in and 20,000 and 30,000, it doesn't matter. You are just working one center. But in reality, the company has also given you additional 2 more centers. Okay, those are extra that you are double dipping. Whatever volume that is coming on your left side and whatever volume is coming on your right side in your other 2 centers, it's all being saved. It's being banked. If you have 20,000 in volume, 20,000 in volume left and right, it's all being banked because you're not working those other 2 centers. You are working the central center. This is the main center you're working. If you have a dynamic team, a huge team, and you feel you can walk away from this group that is pretty much on autopilot, John and Mary. This is the first 2 people. And now thousands have come in. Okay, many of the people you don't even know. And that's a good feeling. People you don't know, really, to be honest, is a good feeling. Of course, it's only natural. You cannot know everyone that comes in. It's impossible. But that's a great feeling to have people coming in the organization that you don't know. If you know the people that are coming in my opinion, this is just my opinion, that means your business has not grown. Because now you're able to sort of know exactly who's coming in. Your business quite literally has not grown. Would you want to open up your inside centers and start building, even though there's volume in there? I highly want you to understand not to do that, because you're still not strong. You're still not strong. Your team is just not strong. It's in an infancy stage. It's in a very baby kind of a stage, and it's taking baby steps. It's growing nicely. You're talking with them. You're motivating them. They are communicating with you. They are excited, and that's the whole idea. But still, highly recommended not to open up your inside centers, even though you see the volume being amassed, meaning kept and maintained for you. Isn't that amazing, right? That is just fantastic. So let's go back to the orange box, you understand where that money came from. Let's go back to the pink box. You understand where the money came from, right? And that is just amazing. So let's look at this. After you have signed up successfully, go to the store and make an executive pack purchase. And invite your most important friends and sign them up using your world, one on each side A and B. So here it is. You're able to earn extra income now because you have John on your left, Mary on your right. Let's look at the yellow box. So one more number, one more line I've not mentioned. That's called MB. What does MB stand for? It simply means matching bonus. So the amount of money that A made, which is directly sponsored to you, you are going to have 10% on A's matching bonus. So whatever A makes in income, you earn 10%. B is also your direct. You're going to earn 10%. Okay, whatever B makes, you will make 10%. And here in this example, it shows $10 times 2 on each side because they made the same amount of money because they just happened to sign the same number of people. If one of them goes off and signs more people, or their group takes off and they sign more people, that spillover is huge. That spillover is going to allow John to make even more. So that means your matching bonus from John will be higher. So that's another income stream. Our matching bonus allows you to earn 10% down 10 generations. Okay? So generation 1, you earn 10%. Generation 2, you earn 5%. And third generation, another 5%. Fourth, 5. And then fifth, 6 become 1, 1, 1. And things like that. So you go down deep. Because remember, when John signs A1, that is your second generation. Because you sign John, John is your first generation. When John signs A1, that is you, meaning in yellow, that's your second generation. When A1 signs few other people, okay, now that will be your third generation and John's second generation. So that's how the generations work. Hopefully you understand that part. So again, adding that income right now, 400 plus 300 plus $20, it's 720. Okay, so that is huge. Let me see. Someone is always calling us, isn't that right? You know, we want to concentrate on this training here. Please forgive me. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is very, very good, this chart. I have put it on Facebook as well, our team Facebook page. And hopefully you understand the simpleness of this training in regards to getting started. So just concentrate on this, duplicate yourself over and over again. And I am so excited to break this down to you in bits and pieces so you have a good understanding, and hopefully you will be able to align yourself with the right leadership, and then we can help you build your business. Isn't that right? So let's look at this now. Let's finish this. Now I'm done with this chart, and let me go back to the next one. This is the loyalty membership training. Let's go to that. This is really important in regards to the loyalty membership training. In regards to, let's see, look at, okay, this is the loyalty membership training page. This is very important. Everyone needs to realize, ladies and gentlemen, that we all have a monthly authorship. We should maintain a monthly authorship. I think many of you are seasoned in network marketing. You may have dabbled in it, but still many of you here, being here with us today on a Saturday morning, you know, have done businesses, and there's always some kind of authorship, some kind of requirement you need to maintain. And quite often, you know, you become sort of garage qualified. You know, you start having all these boxes and products, and you are carrying inventory, and you really hate that idea. You get upset, you get angry. And then so when someone approaches you in a home-based business, that's where your mind is going to go to, the past. Ladies and gentlemen, pretty much, you know, in the computer world here, we say you have cookies, you know, you have to go out there and clean out your cookies. Well, you need to clean out your brain in regards to when it comes to a business like ours, World Global Network. It's just so different. Because this monthly authorship, as most people call it, and to keep it simple, is something that everyone uses on a daily basis. So are we creating an extra expense on you? No, we are not. You just have to understand the value of it. And everyone realizes, when starting a business, you pay for a package. There's always some kind of a maintenance fee. We're not charging you any maintenance fee. There's no yearly renewal fee for your website, your domain, they call replicated site and things like that. We're not charging you any of that. All we're asking you is maintain a monthly loyalty membership. And the reason we use the word loyalty is quite simple, because we know that you are going to be loyal to yourself, because a lot of things here from number 1 to number 12, they were going to give you in exchange for becoming a loyal member. So that alone should make you realize that we're not taking anything away from you. We're not creating an additional expense, but in return, we're giving it back. Our company, World Global Network, always leans towards the side of generosity. You may not realize that. You may be a stranger to us and we are a stranger to you. You may be a stranger to the sponsor and they may be a stranger to you. But yet you were able to connect. You felt good with that person. You felt their vibes just by talking with them. Isn't that right? Without even meeting them. Because we have a global business. So we're not able to meet everyone. So we do what we can through our social media channels and how we promote our business. And if we are able to meet them in the vicinity, absolutely, we'll drive down and meet them, and you would do the same thing. So likewise, this is exciting because today the computer, the internet, being a digital age, being a technology company, we have to keep that in mind. So let's talk about this $69 loyalty membership. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that you need to do. If you don't pay the monthly loyalty membership, and you have a lot of volume on one side, because some people use that strategy whereby they want to work just one side to build a strategy, and that's fine. That's a great strategy. And then they feel they built a strategy on one side, created all this volume. Now they'll go to the back office and say, you know what, I'm just going to build the other side, and that's going to be my pay leg. My first leg is my strong leg, and I'm going to work on my pay leg, on my strong leg, and then I'm just going to go ahead and then pretty much concentrate everything on my pay leg. If many people will ask me now, which leg are you working? I'm working my pay leg. And I think many of you are doing the same thing. I'm putting all my concentration on my pay leg. So if someone says, I want to be on your strong leg, and I'll say to them, guys, you really need to be on my pay leg, because that's where my concentration is. That's where my concentration is. And likewise, you will be using the same kind of language, but you may be a little bit more sensitive to your teammates' needs, how you say it. We all have different style. We all cannot be exactly the way you want us to be. Isn't that right? That's our personality. So it depends how your personality comes across. So I hope I'm saying all this in a positive manner to all of you. So let's look at this monthly loyalty membership. Maintain that, because as I said earlier, one of the aspects of the membership rules that the company has put in our training that everyone can see it in black and white is that if you do not maintain your loyalty membership, and they'll give you a 30-day grace period, by the way, they're not going to be in a sense so hard upon you and just take away all your volume. They'll give you a 30-day grace period letting you know that your membership is not active, and then you realize it's not, and you do something about it. But let's say you did not do anything about it. What happens to the volume that's on your strong leg? Because remember, your pay leg is always going to be 0. Your volume on your pay leg is always going to be 0 on one side. Why am I saying that? Because when you bring anything on your right side, it's going to match up on the left side. Even if it's 100, even though you have a 2 million in volume on the left, and you brought it only 100 in volume on your right, it's going to take 100 from the 2 million. It's going to take the 100 on your pay leg and pay you 20%. And then that 100 on your pay leg now is 0. Isn't that right? But your pay leg still has 1.999 million still left right there, right? Okay, so that's what I mean by that. You always will be 0 on your pay leg. That's just the way of the game. That's the name of the nature of this business. Even though people are becoming president millionaires and things like that, and they're getting paid, they are starting at 0 on their pay leg. So now they already have a huge organization. So naturally that business is going to continue building because new people are coming in by the hundreds. So there are people who are going to continue working. So you will have volume coming back again, those people who are working in the business. But what if you did not have anyone working in the business, but you have all of these people that you've signed up on the right, you have all of these people that you signed up on the left, And now they are paying a $69 loyalty membership. Okay? So what if they don't pay? We were talking about that. What if you don't pay? Your volume is going to be flushed by 25% for each week. Every time they run the commission cycle and you have been warned that your membership is not paid, it's going to flush on the strong side. Your volume is going to flush, ladies and gentlemen, by 25% each week. So let's say, you have 2 million, so they can take 25% off that week. The following week is another 25. Now it's 50% gone. Then the third week, another 25. That's 75% gone. Fourth week, 25%. 100% gone. Gone. And you know how long it took you to get that? It may have taken you years. It may have taken you months. Some of us who have been very lucky, it just took us a few months. And that's because of the timing that we stayed true to the vision and the mission of the company. We never let go. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. And many of you can attest to that. It wasn't easy, right? But we stayed. We stayed because we stayed close to the leadership. We stayed close to the leadership. We stayed connected. We believed in the leadership, Alan, Rani, Powell. And likewise, you have your own leadership. Whoever invited you, you stayed close. So all the main leaders stayed close to us. And they hung around. And they believed us. Yes, we got abused. Absolutely. Are you kidding? I can see the marks on my body, black and blue, but we had to stay together. And I think likewise you feel the same way. So guys, but now many of the newcomers coming in, my goodness, guys, welcome. Your road is paved in gold. Absolutely. It's been done so beautifully right now. Everything that the company went through building this business for all of us took them 5 years. 5 years. And they've stood the test of time. And now everything is coming together for all the newcomers and the existing people. So guys, this is huge. As I keep saying, we are going to be a $2 billion company, and I cannot be throwing out all of these numbers randomly just for you to stay connected and try to entice you. That is not my intention. Okay? So I want to put that disclaimer out. I just want you to know what we are seeing, what we are doing, and what's happening. It may not be happening as fast as you would like it in some of your organization, but in most people's organization, it's happening in a fantastic manner. So I tend to maybe digress, go from one point to another, but everything is interrelated in regards to what I'm saying. So I hope you forgive me. I try to keep focus, and then you can always play back this training and always come back to it if some certain parts you missed. Okay, so let's talk about the $69 loyalty membership. Please, hopefully all of you will take it as soon as it comes out. I was told that October 5th, that the loyalty membership is going to be going live. So the moment you get that email, that SOS kind of a greeting from your sponsors and things like that, be on the alert for that, okay? So do take the loyalty membership, maintain it. Now, what do you get? Now, this is where the value comes in. Okay, first of all, number one, you earn commissions and keep sales volume. So you completely understood what I said. Space Meet Elite 1000 seat webinar. These are tools to help you build your business. Is what I'm using today. I'm using a Space Meet webinar. Okay, it allows me to have 1000 guests attend my training on a regular basis. If I have just training 3 times a day, I can have 1000 people 3 times a day. How amazing is that? A lot of people who are not in our business do trainings and presentations for their companies, and they are paying so much of money. This alone, purchasing the Space Meet, because we do carry it a la carte, it also adds volume in your portfolio. This alone helps someone to get excited. So next is a cloud storage. We need this. People pay a lot of money for cloud storage as well. This alone gives you a lot of value, 512 gigabytes. Next, the Hilo service plan. This is the wristband, and in addition to what you get just by downloading an app, and when you download the Hilo app, you are able to monitor your vitals on all the things that you need to maintain your health records. But what about in addition to that? How about being able to save your readings, all your vitals in your health cloud? Right, a different type of cloud, they termed it health cloud. It will be saved there for you. That's part of the plan. What about the We Care and the Guardian SOS? you and I know that remotely we can monitor 5 family members, okay? And they can be anywhere in the world. You can monitor them, and now you'll be able to upload all your health records on your health cloud. So that comes with a loyalty membership. Number 5, Infolio. That is the family of phones, and we have termed it Infolio. And we're going to have 2 types of phone coming out. One is coming out at the end of this year in November, and that is our flagship phone with a 5.5-inch screen and all the different things that Al mentioned earlier in his business overview. All the specs on the phone are just amazing. And then also the next phone that's coming out next year is the dual screen phone. We talked about that earlier too. So let's concentrate on number 5, Infolio free unlimited internet access in 125 countries. So when you purchase our phone, okay, whether it's the double screen, the dual screen, or the 5.5-inch flagship phone that's coming out this year, which is the first one that'll come out, that's the only phone we will have. We are just going to be like the iPhone. You know, the iPhone only has one phone. It's either the 7S, the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 7S. Same thing with us. Okay, we only want to bring one phone out, which is going to be the best of the best. So here we are, the free unlimited internet access in 125 countries. So you have our phone, and now you're able to travel anywhere in the world, and you have unlimited internet because you're going to get a SIM card that comes with the phone that's going to give you data. So whether you're in the USA, whether you are in Atlanta, whether you are in any part of the USA, that is, now you leave the country, you go to UK, you go to the Eastern European countries, maybe to Russia, you go to Asia, you will have your phone on and your internet instantly will access, okay, the availability of the data over there. Isn't that amazing? That's what you get. You get internet right away in 125 countries with your monthly plan. What about number 6? Free calls to 100 countries via the exclusive Stay Connected app. This is in addition, you will have an app that the company created, and you will download this app. Once you download this app, it doesn't mean that the person on the other side has to be on this app. So you have our phone, you've downloaded the app, now you're able to make calls anywhere in the world through this app. And the other side does not have to have this Stay Connected app. Just like WeChat or WhatsApp, the other side needs to have the app. In this instance, in our case, World Global Network, we have created our own amazing app called Stay Connected app. And that allows you to make calls to landline phones. So that's what I'm trying to emphasize. Usually a person who has a landline, do they have the internet? And is that necessary? Absolutely not. Let's say you want to call a business and they do not know you, but you're trying to get some information. Are they going to be connected to a business, their business line? Most likely not. So guys, that is the beauty of our Infolio phone and also the plans that come with it. Isn't that amazing? So that alone, being able to make calls internationally, is worth more than $69. So how can you say that, oh, it's too much, I'm paying less? But what are you getting for less with your other mobile carrier? Okay, next, number 7, protection plan for Hilo and Infolio phone. So naturally, we don't have the Infolio phone just right now. It's coming. But in the meantime, our whole strategy is to purchase the wearable technology, which is the Hilo. So now this protection plan is in addition to the warranty plan. The protection plan allows you to be protected. In what way? Simple. What happens if your Hilo gets lost? What happens if you drop it and somehow it slips off your wristband? What happens if it breaks or it doesn't work? Whatever else you can think of, every and any scenario, after you have paid the plan for about 3 months, your protection plan will kick in. Okay, you have to pay it into the protection plan for 3 months. And then same thing with the phone. It breaks, it gets lost, it cracks, whatever else may happen, your phone gets replaced. So guys, so some of you are saying, okay, I got a new phone today because I said to them, it's lost. They sent me a new phone. Great. 2 weeks later, you go back to the company and they say, oh, by the way, I got it. It's lost again. It doesn't work like that, ladies and gentlemen. It has to be a rhyme and reason. So most likely your protection plan will come in regards to being available to you two times, whereby you lose your phone and you get a brand new phone. You cannot be going each time with a protection plan every few weeks you're losing your phone. Then what happens? We have an answer for that. If you're the type of person who's losing your phone, what happens here? We have an answer. So just hang in there so you know how the protection plan works, right? Next, number 8. Earn an extra 1% TVC in your loyalty box. Guys, this is huge. Earlier we talked about the binary compensation plan, 20%. We're going to give you extra 1% every single week. And this is called the loyalty box. It's like a savings account. So if your lesser leg was 5,000, you're going to earn 1% of that 5,000. So 20% of 5,000 is $1,000. You're going to earn 1% of that $1,000, which is 100. You're going to earn 1%. I'm sorry, 1%. Okay, guys, you can earn 1% of that volume. That's going to go in your TVC. Wow, every single week. That's huge, huge, huge. 1%. Next, what about, so now you're earning 21% every week, but that 1% is kept in a savings box. Number 9, free tickets to selected world events. Simply means that now you're a VIP because you're part of the loyalty membership. So if you go to events, you don't have to stand in line. You'll be given the best seats. If you go to an office and there's lots of people standing in line and you need a question answered or you need help right away, you will be given that treatment, that VIP, the white glove treatment. Number 10, this is huge. We talked about the protection plan earlier, and if you're the type of person who's breaking your phone, losing your phone constantly, what happens here? Well, the loyalty points are going to help you out. Because every single month when you pay $69, you're going to get 69 in loyalty points back. Excuse me. You're going to get 69 in loyalty points back. So you pay 69, you get 69 points back. So that's going to accumulate every single month. And that's going to accumulate for 12 months in a row. Okay, guys? That's right. For 12 months in a row, it's going to accumulate. So while you're accumulating, and the company has brought about a new phone in the second quarter of next year. So let's say you're paying 1 year. You started in the month of October 5th, your monthly payment. And 1 year later, you have accumulated over 800 points. Okay, 1 year later, October of 2017, because we are 2016 now. But in the meantime, the company brings about a brand new phone the second quarter. So that will be, April, May, June. That's before your 1 year that you have not completed paying your monthly plan yet. You still got a few more months to go. But this phone comes up. So you have two things you can do. You can get your phone right away. Most likely there may not be a cost. It depends on the price of the phone. We know that the price of the phone is going to be very, very fair. So if you have accumulated so many points, let's say 400 points, and the phone costs $400, and you don't want to wait till the end of the year to get your phone, okay? You want to get a free phone. You want to get it right away. Use your points and get the phone right away. And then when end of the year comes, you also will have more points, and then you can change out your phone at the end of the year and get a newer model. So every 6 months or so, you could get a new model and get the latest phone. You don't have to wait. But if you wait for the entire year, the company is going to give you a phone, okay, your very own phone, brand new, and your brand new Hilo. But any new products that come about that you want to use your points, you can. What happens if your points are not enough? Meaning the phone costs $500 and you have 450 in points. Well, the answer is quite simple. All you do is pay the difference, maybe about $50 or so, and that's it. And then now you're still accumulating points. You're still accumulating points for the following month's payment and the following month's payment and the following month's payment. So this is a win-win. So in reality, this is huge. Does your mobile carrier right now that you are making a payment to give you anything in exchange like that? Absolutely not. So look at what we're offering you. So are we taking away anything from you? Are we creating an expense on you? No, we are not. Then the total value, just to give you a breakdown on all the different things from number 1 to number 11 all the way, is approximately about $12.99. Plus, of course, every week we give you 1%. That tends to vary, depends on your volume. Okay, on your volume and your earnings. Whatever you earn 1%. And that's put away in the fidelity box. And a year later, you could have thousands and thousands of dollars, that most of us, we cannot save, right? We feel that we're living paycheck to paycheck, or we're just making ends meet, or we're just starting a brand new business and we need to use every penny that comes into the household for different marketing materials, and you wanted to expand your business. So maybe in that sense, you're not doing anything wrong, but the company is looking out for you. They are going to put the 1% away for you. Isn't that great? Absolutely. So in a way, your cost for the year, 69 times 12 months, is $828. You can get a free Hilo and also a free InFolio phone or whatever else comes out. So you're not limited to buying your phone a year later. You can get your phone anytime as soon as something brand new comes out. Okay? Number 12. This is the clincher. This is what makes us so unique. It's revolutionary. And that word in green, revolution, absolutely. You've never seen a company or heard about a company giving up so much in residual income. If you look at your past companies, they give you a 1/4% here, 1/4% there, 0.5% here, 0.5% there. Look at us. Guys, it's huge. Every time now let's talk about two parts here. There's two parts of this compensation plan for your residual. One is the fast start and one is the true residual that goes into the binary. Okay, it's both. The fast start is still you, the residual is still you. But there's two parts here. The binary part is the exciting part, because that's where you get the volume through spillover, not just from your own effort, but the effort of the team. Even though you do not know them, but they're part of the organization. And that's the best feeling, to be able to build a business, putting in your heart, energy, your time and energy, your hard work, your work ethics all into play. You put it in, and now you're stepping back a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later. You say, hey, you know what? I built a great business. I love my income streams that are coming in, but more importantly, I love the residual, because that's never going to stop. Because now people are getting into the hang of things. They understand, how this works. So more and more people are going to share about the loyalty membership. Initially, we are a little bit reluctant, we have a little bit of a resistance to it, but then you'll understand why after a while. Okay, and please do not take too long, pretty much 30 days. Think about it. But hopefully October 5th, 2016, the loyalty membership is going to be active, and all of us should be ready to make that first payment. Okay, so let's talk about this. Number 12, $69. What happens here? So you paid $69, and right away, the first person I mentioned, A1 and B1, Mary and John, you have two people you signed up. They paid $69. Now 30 in sales volume will be generated. On the left, 30 in sales volume will be generated. That's how much volume the company is giving for the 69 loyalty membership. Just like the executive pack, they're giving out 500 in sales volume because the package is so much larger. But this package is so much smaller, but yet it is so impactful in your income. It's just huge. So 30 on the left, 30 on the right. So right now you earn 10% on John, 10% on Mary that you brought in, or even it could spill over. But let's talk about just the two that you brought in. Now you earn $6 right there. Okay, 30 times 10% is $3. 30 times 10% is $3. That's $6. So far, so good. Then the fast start. You also brought in these two people. They bought the $69 loyalty membership, and now you just earned $7 from Mary and John. That's $14. So 14 plus 6, that's like $20, right? But guys, think about this. What about if you brought in 2 or 3 or 4 people? You brought in. Now they take off, and there's thousands on the left. Let's say it's 1,000 people on the left, 1,000 people on the right. Let's do that. I have my calculator here, and this is important. I get my numbers correct. So let's say there's 1,000 people in your organization, and 90% you don't know them. 95% of them you do not know. There's a lot of people will say, I have 20,000, 30,000. Good for you. But do you really know all of them? The answer is no, you don't. But in this business, you're going to make it a point to know them. Trust me. So there's 1,000 people on the left, 1,000 on the right. So, and they all took the $69 loyalty membership. So 1,000 took the $69 membership. So now you get 30 in volume. So 1,000 times 30 in volume is 30,000 on the left, and likewise 30,000 on the right. So 30,000 times 10%, so times 10%, guys, that is going to be 3,000 on the left and 3,000 on the right. That's just in the binary income. You just made $6,000 from that residual from your loyalty membership package that came in the binary. And maybe that month, maybe 2 months you did not work. Maybe no one worked other than them all just paying their monthly loyalty. That's the kind of income that's going to happen. Let's cut it into half. 500 people on the left, 500 on the right. Okay? So what about having 1,500 in volume? Isn't that just still great in income? What about, let's make it even less than that. Let's make it 250. Let's make it less than that. Let's make it 100. 100 on the left, the people, 100 on the right. Times 30 in volume. Okay? So guys, that is still incredible. Incredible. Plus your fast start. Plus the binary earnings. Plus the matching bonus. So would you want to lose your volume by not paying $69? Most likely not. So I hope I've made sense about our training in regards to this loyalty membership. I want to end the presentation. I'll go back in and see whether any questions that you may have posed to me, because we have opened up the screen, and I want it to be clean so that all of you could share this information and maybe listen to me and create your own videos. Listen to me, create your own videos using your personality, because my personality comes across a certain way. Your personality may come across in a different way. So pick and pull from different people who have created some amazing videos out there, and then tailor it to your personality. Why not? Guys, it's simple. All you have to do is get in front of a mic. You do not even need to show your face to the general audience, and put your information out with your name, your phone number, and let people connect with you. Isn't that just great? Absolutely. So I want you to think about different ways to keep it simple, that's duplicatable, building a business, and using different marketing tools for yourself. It's not just an Al and Rani show. It's your show as well. Okay? So let me try and stop this presentation right now, and also help you understand. I'm going to stop this training right now, and then I want to thank all of you that have been listening to me. To reach out to me if you need me, 909-717-7623. This is RanJit Powell, and please go back to the person who invited you. Reach out to them. That's very, very important, and then we are here to help you grow your business as well. I'm going to end this training right now, and I'm going to go back to the screen to the team and help them answer their questions.